We are back with another video, yo.
All right, so we're back. Gingy wants to go through some questions.
Yeah, I thought it would be fun to look at just like controversial relationship questions and talk about it. Question number 1 on this random online website. Is it ever acceptable to cheat in a relationship?
No, I hate cheaters,
Same.
especially in video games.
Question number 2. Is an open relationship possible if I wanted one? I think that goes both ways. For myself, I don't think that that's my preference. So I don't think I would have a relationship with someone who wanted an open relationship.
No, open relationships are for people who are confused.
Number 3. Do you want to read some of these? Or?
No, go ahead. You're
Okay.
doing a good job.
Thank you. Number 3. Can you love more than one person romantically at a time? I feel like that's a lot of work. So no.
Yes, you can.
Oh.
Yeah, 100%.
I said no because it's a lot of work. Not impossible.
No,
It's a lot of work.
it's a lot of work, but you can
Have you done that?
love people romantically at the same time. No, but like I don't like people do it. It happens.
Well, yeah. Is it possible
works.
for you?
For me, I can see, yeah, I could see me loving somebody romantically. At the same time, I'm not saying that that's what I'm trying to do, but I'm saying like I could see a situation where I could be like, all right, if it works, if it makes sense, if it's not adding stress to my life.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I think
It's all
I tried it and it's a lot of work. But circumstantial doesn't mean it's impossible. It just means that there is a lot that goes into that. Okay. Is it okay to have secrets in a relationship?
Is it okay to have secrets in a relationship? Um, Generally no. And then probably not. Not as it's understood as like secrets, but there's definitely things that it's like things are better off not said. You know, if you have a certain thought or a feeling, it's like just because you have that thought and feeling and it's true in that moment doesn't mean that you should express it. And then if you express it or if you choose not to express it, is it a secret? It's like it's a secret that I felt that way or I thought that. And it's a secret in the sense that I'm not going to tell that person. I'll take it to the grave because like why would I say it if it could potentially not help us go in the direction that I think it's going to go. So but generally no.
Yeah. I feel like no as well, unless it's like something that that's going to be revealed eventually, like, you know, all the details of your entire life. You don't need to tell that person that at one time. And then also, if you're like, I want to surprise them, then that's technically a secret, but it's not like I'm keeping something from you that you should know. That's how I feel about that. Okay. To keep our relationship strong, what weekly or monthly rituals must we engage in?
We already do that.
Yes, we do already do that. And we've already talked about that. The Purple Book weekly meeting.
Yeah, weekly meetings. And then it's outside of the weekly meetings, we obviously have conversations in between. So
Yeah.
frequent affirmations.
Mm-hmm.
Sensual love.
Very true. Okay. Can past infidelity be fully forgiven and forgotten in a relationship?
For me, no.
Yeah. I feel like it changes the dynamic of the relationship. there's like a lack of trust there, and then even if you're working through like forgiving somebody, you're still like, oh, this happened one this time, so there's always this like risk factor or question about it. So
What it is that you've just, in my mind, it's like you're shocked to be introduced to a new version of the person that you thought you knew, right?
yeah,
So it's a new version of that person. It's like, wait, you fucking lied to me, and you fucking, you know, that shit, you know, clap some cheeks behind my back. That's like it's
yeah,
like,
it's like
oh,
you
I
didn't have to
thought you
do
were
that.
somebody that wouldn't do that,
Yeah,
and then they go off and do it.
like what?
It's like maybe you're not the person that I thought you were,
Yeah,
and I think that's a lot of what's going on there.
yeah. Okay, let's see. Is it possible for a relationship to survive without physical intimacy?
Absolutely.
I agree. Um, is age difference a significant concern in a relationship?
Absolutely.
Care to elaborate on either of those?
The age difference?
Either one. The intimacy or the age difference?
Intimacy is because anything's possible. Age difference is most definitely a factor.
Yeah.
It's been a factor in our relationship. Um, so I can only speak for us. In my situation, in regards to being 8 years older than you, I have to understand and have patience that you are in your early 20s. And if I can reflect and look back to my early 20s, I had a lot of learning and growing up to do. I had a lot of barriers that I built around myself to take down so that I could step into more of a level headed type of being in and of myself. There's more about the world that I wanted to know about. I still want to know about. I've grown into, there's just a lot of growth that happens. So that age difference is important because it's not really like, oh, it's more than a number. It's a matter of time and how much time somebody's been able to spend, experience, and then not just experience, but have the time to reflect.
Yeah.
And it takes a long time for certain things in our memory to even crop up all of a sudden, and then to take the intentional time to reflect on those things, to better understand why it is who we are today. So I've done a lot of that. So that's age is a big, it's a marker.
Yeah.
It's a marker. It's a reference.
And I definitely agree with what you said. And then, of course, there are like appropriate and inappropriate age differences where we're not in an inappropriate age difference, I feel. But as you pointed out very eloquently, there it is a factor in the interaction of the relationship. Um, yeah. And then let's see. Okay, can we successfully navigate a long distance relationship?
No.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that'd be tough. Especially, yeah, I think that'd be tough.
That's just stupid. If you're out there trying to create a relationship that means something, and the interaction is over digital phones and computers and stuff, save yourself the heartache. Stop what you're doing. Put the phone away. It's it's just not good. It's not good. There's
Wait.
somebody probably around the block that
Not
has better
around
shit.
the block.
I'm just saying.
Okay, so what would happen if, say, you got this like huge, huge production opportunity and it would take you out of the state for like 2 months?
2 months is not what we're talking about.
I know,
We're
I'm
talking
just,
about having a long distance
yeah, like
relationship.
if I moved to like Kentucky and you were, nah, 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 nah.
It's like where two people are just living in completely different localities, and there was no like light at the end of the tunnel to where there was a plan about reuniting or something like that. It's just,
Yeah.
it's like,
Not like permanently long distance. I couldn't do that. If it was like, you were away for a little bit, then like cool. like not preferred, but okay. But if you like moved away, yeah, that'd be that'd be a no from me. Okay. Is it okay to have different political beliefs in a relationship?
I believe having political beliefs, period, is pretty ass backwards. If you guys have political beliefs and your political ideologies are are causing a barrier between you two, you have some serious personal issues to deal with.
Hmm.
To think that these people that both of y'all don't know are dictating how y'all treat each other inside your homes is wild.
That's
Absolutely
very well
wild.
said. That's well said. Because I was going to say, I mean, yeah, it's okay to have different beliefs. And if the category is political, then cool. That shouldn't change how you feel about this one person. Because, yeah, you don't know those other people. Thank you. Yeah. I mean, I could see, like, if someone's, like, an extreme whatever, that could be intense. But then, like you said, that's that you gotta look within in that regard. Okay, can a relationships what? Can relationships indeed be equal, or is there always a power dynamic?
There's always a power dynamic, and you want there to be a power dynamic. If you don't have that power dynamic, how are you going to effectively steer the ship?
Do you think that we take shifts steering the ship?
No,
Really?
really.
I think the dynamic fluctuates.
If you think so.
I think it fluctuates based on needs, accessibility, and energy. So it's the ways that we show up for each other, right? Like in our previous video, we did identify, like, yeah, you're the leader, I'm the guide. Sometimes you don't have the capacity to steer the ship, but you've said, okay, we know where we're going. Bet.
Okay.
So I'm on shift. I'm on ship duty.
Okay, so when the leader is resting, you know, the second in command takes takes the bridge.
However, we're both in command. We're co-captains.
I'm not saying that they're no, that's not it. There's no co-captains 50-50. It doesn't work like that.
Well, it's never 50-50, but it might be like 75-25.
Sure.
199. 51-49.
Okay. What are these proportions supposed to be signifying? Like
I don't know, the
51,
energy.
49 of what? Well, I mean, energy and capacity is one thing, but that doesn't that's a different criteria. That's a different category than what it means to like actually lead.
So what's our dynamic?
I'm the leader.
Okay.
Would you not like would you want it another way? And then if you would want it another way, why?
Not necessarily. I think I'm like pretty satisfied with what we've got going on. I do play an assertive role in our relationship for sure. Also I'm happy with the way things are, and yeah. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't like flip the dynamic. I know that I can count on you when I'm not 100%. Like I'm used to handling everything, anything and everything myself. And now there's this person that's like, dude, we're actually a team, like for real, for real. It's like, okay, bet.
Like that there's a lot of different hats that everybody wears at different times, but generally you want a leader.
And I actually kind of
annoying if you
like
don't.
that because I know that we had a conversation before where in that video, if you haven't seen that video, rewatch it. I'm probably going to rewatch it for myself because I'm thinking back to our conversation. And I previously did have an adverse reaction to the idea of you being like the dominant, the leader of the relationship because of the connotations of those words that I had come to recognize them as. In our relationship, the definitions may be different than that of general society. Like you said, you know, you're not a grunt just because someone else is a leader. There are levels and layers and all these factors to it. And because we fleshed that out, I feel comfortable in the fact that you're the leader in our relationship because I still play a part in the decision making.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah. You want to go into the next one?
yes. Let's go ahead. Okay. Is it okay to have different preferred levels of being organized? Yeah, that's
There with so long as there's within a margin of error,
yeah.
like you can't be so far removed from each other that it just makes living together absolutely ridiculous. And then there's cycles to it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like we're at the point of the cycle where we have to put our place back together.
Mm-hmm.
All right, but we're on, you know, we've been able to stick to a similar cycle and understanding. It's like, all right, it's been busy last couple weeks, so yeah, we got a pile of this, we got a pile of that, we got to do this, we got to do that. But then once it's done, we're very intentional about keeping that homeostasis for as long as possible until we're back to that point.
I think we're both fortunately very similar in our organizational and cleanliness needs in the home. So when you're saying like we need to put our space back together, it's getting to a point where we're both feeling ready to get it back to the state that it's typically in. However, we keep a pretty clean home even in those states, which I appreciate. So I don't ever go to bed feeling like, wow, it's absolutely crazy in here, even if I do feel overwhelmed by the amount of things I need to go back to a specific place because everything has a place.
Yeah.
So I like that. I think it would be a point of conflict if it
Yeah,
was
it
the
would.
opposite.
Yeah, it would.
Okay. Is it okay to have different preferred levels of extravagance and spending?
No, no, it's not. What do you think about that one?
If one person's like, I'm going to spend $5,000 on this purse, and the other person's like, whoa, we're trying to pay off our car or buy a house, then I think there's a big disconnect there and a lapse in communication. But I think within reason, if someone's like, yeah, I want to buy us dinner or something like that, and it's not a consistent thing, then I think it's okay. But I think that intentionality and communication around what things we're spending on and if we're spending is an important thing to do. So we've had those discussions and we're on the same page with the we need to save. Okay. Well, we could talk about that too. Is it okay to have different preferred levels of environmentalism? It's an interesting question.
Sure, don't throw garbage on the in the grass. Like,
Would you be with someone who did throw garbage in the
no,
grass? Yeah.
because then like that's a reflection of your lack of self care.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't care about the stuff in front of you, if you don't care about garbage being thrown into grass, it's like,
Then who are you? Yeah.
yeah, that's a good question to end it on. All right, well, this has been another couple conversation. That's it.
Okay, bye.
Thanks for tuning in.